Alright guys, so Musquee squash number 2. Oh, yeah. I don't know guys, this one might be heavier than that one. Alright fam, so
we got a pumpkin.
Yeah. So this is squash. Musquee squash.
Squash. Musquee de somebody squash.
Yeah. So this is I guess a fruit that we don't hear much about. You know, we haven't heard much about it. There's not much listed about it. So we decided to grow it just because
we were curious.
Yeah.
This thing, we dropped 2 seeds and it has completely taken over this area in our yard. These vines probably get what, 30, 40 feet?
Dang,
they go crazy.
So I'm gonna suggest if you actually decide to grow this, put it in an area that you don't mind vines being everywhere, because it will spread like crazy.
And we got pretty good amount of fruit on here. We have, I think, 5 right now. 3 really close to ripe. I think this one is ready. I'm anxious to see what this. We have fallen in love with squash. Of course, we got to share this with our neighbors and family because that's a lot of squash.
That's a lot of food, guys. Hey, you talking about self-sufficiency? This right here should do it. And from what we heard, they get up to 25 pounds. And I'm sure this one is probably close to that.
Yeah, we gonna see. Yeah. We gonna see.
So we're gonna go ahead and harvest at least 3 of them today.
What?
Yes. And there will still be 2 left on here. I don't know if we're gonna leave them on there the whole time.
Yeah. Because
I'm ready to reclaim this part of my yard.
And I'm kind of afraid of this part of our yard. So yeah.
So here we go. Very first,
Musquee squash. Neighbors, get ready. The funny thing is they vine.
Oh, ooh, yes.
Yeah. She heavy.
Yeah, got a little weight to it. So I can see it's still some green there, which I don't really think makes a difference, but
I saw somebody harvest them while they were small and green.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what the other 2 look like.
There's some weight to this thing, guys. All right, guys. So Musquee squash number 2. Oh, yeah. I don't know, guys. This one might be heavier than that one. It is really got some weight to it. So we're gonna go ahead and harvest this one. Musquee squash number 3. Guys, a lot of food. So hopefully it tastes good. They are beautiful. It's not what you would typically look at as a squash, but because there's not a lot of information on it, y'all gonna have to rely on us to give y'all what information we got.
Would you grow this again? I mean, just from, not from taste, just from the way it grew and the amount of food it produced. Would you grow it again?
If the object is to be self-sustainable and it tastes good, I would grow it again. I probably wouldn't grow it where I grew it at because I had no idea it was going to take over this much real estate. So next time I probably think twice on the location. But now that I know, because like I said, there's not a lot of information about it out here. So alright fam, so we have our 3 squash harvested, and as you can see, we have more. Got that one and that one that we can see so far. Alright babe, so what do you think about our harvest?
I think this is the biggest one-time harvest we have. I mean, other than bananas. As far as vegetable, this is the biggest harvest we have had at one time, and it's pretty massive. I'm excited to see what they taste like.
Yes, I mean, I think for self-sufficiency go, If these things taste good, man.
This is it.
Yeah, this is something that you definitely will have to grow if you want self-sufficiency. These and
Romanesco and the Trombosine.
Oh man!
I think those three are winners. We have never grown butternut or patty pan or any other kind of squash, but man, the amount of food we got off just these three varieties. This is our first harvest, first time growing it, and look at this. Same thing with the other two.
And it tastes amazing, and most people never even heard of these things. So to actually be able to bring these out to everybody, give y'all our experience with them, so you know whether or not you want to grow them, to me is amazing.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments, have you ever grown this or at least tasted it? We know a lot of people are out of the country, live in different countries. And you may eat this on a regular. How do you prepare it? We got a couple ways. One way I'm thinking, pie.
Squash pie?
I do want to try squash pie with it, but this is a lot of food, so we got plenty to play with. I mean, this is the perfect time to play with your food. We got plenty to share with our neighbors and friends, so we can all see. I can't wait to see what your mama think about this.
Yeah. I can't wait to share the experience of eating them with y'all. We had shared the experience of growing them with y'all, and now we just have to show y'all that it's worth growing.
Yeah. So stay tuned. We got more in my husband's voice.
You got more. All right, guys. So squash number 1, we're gonna get a weight on it just because we're curious. So we have our scale zeroed out with the bowl, and we're gonna set this on top of the bowl. See what we got.
Ooh, almost
27 pounds?
27 pounds.
Ooh. So I was off about 5 pounds. That is pretty special. So we do have 2 more. So will they weigh more than this one? Let's see. Back it up here. All right, guys. So before we weigh this, do you think this is heavier than the last one? The last one, 27 pounds, and they said they get up to 25 pounds. So we exceeded that by 2 pounds. So let's
just by a little bit.
Let's see.
$24.14.
Oh man.
Still.
We almost maxed these things out. So we did a pretty good job at growing, because generally when they say get up to that weight, you got to do something special to get it.
Yeah.
All right, so that's pumpkin number 2. Let's see what pumpkin number 3 do.
That's the baby.
We shall see. So this is pumpkin number 3. What do y'all think? First place, second place, or third place?
I'm going to say third.
Okay, let's see. Yeah. Second place. So 25 pounds. So this is the average size of this squash. Now I might have been calling it a pumpkin, but it is a squash.
It is.
I know it looks like a pumpkin, but it is definitely a squash. So you can see the deep ribs in this squash. So that would make it different from a pumpkin, and it's way heavier, way denser than any pumpkin you probably gonna ever see. So this is a ton of food, guys. Self-sufficiency here. So you want to grow this, we gonna make this thing taste good, because look here, it's a waste not to. We gonna figure out, if we had to cook this thing 100 different ways, we got more than enough to figure out how to make this thing taste delicious.
I went and got the seeds, so nobody got to argue with us about this is a pumpkin. Let me show you the pack.
Read it. That says squash.
Squizage. And it says delicious French heirloom big flat pumpkins to 20 pounds.
20 pounds.
Shaped like a large wheel of cheese. We gonna see.
So somebody said that this thing remind them of what is it called?
Melon.
No, the carriage on which fairy tale?
Cinderella.
Cinderella. So that's exactly what it looked like.
Cinderella. It do. It got real deep ridges, unlike a pumpkin. They pretty smooth more so. This one is real deep. Like you can cut a wedge, like a cheese wedge, out of this. It's pretty cool. And they are huge, y'all. This is almost 80 pounds of food.
And we started growing this 2 months ago?
No, I dropped these in March.
In March. 2 months ago. March, April. May,
almost 3 months. Almost 3 months.
80 pounds of food, guys.
And we still got more out there in the yard that have set and growing.
So think about all the other squash that we already growing. The Romanesco.
Romanesco is delicious in so many ways.
And
Trombosini, as Bobby and my friend will call it Trombosini or Rompicante. Amazing. But again, pounds and pounds of food that can carry a 6-7 months on and 2. So these store great up to 6 months. And the same thing with the Trombosini. So
what we're gonna do? We're gonna do everything we can
with one
to try to make it taste excellent, make it appealing to us to want to grow again.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna try to share some of the rest of this with our neighbors so they can actually get to experience it also.
Yeah.
But next year, if these things taste good,
it's on.
Yeah.
It's on. We only dropped 2 seeds this year. That's all.
2 seeds.
2 seeds. If this, I do want to. I want Bobby to cook some, a couple ways, but I want to cook. I definitely want to try pie because we got a book launch coming up.
Yes, we do.
A private party coming up, and we might have some squash pie there if this thing is good. I think it'll be interesting.
I think we should actually cook a squash pie.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying we should try it first.
Yeah, and we should take it to our neighbors and let them see what they think about it.
Yeah.
Because
that's a lot.
Anybody gonna look at this and be like, I don't know.
I ain't eating no pumpkin
pie.
I
ain't never ate something that looked anything like this. So I don't know. I'm gonna be a little skeptical. But if I taste it and it's excellent, then I might be like, yeah, we cooking this tonight.
We might be in trouble. We might have to put some cameras out there in the squash patch. But y'all, this is exciting. I mean, almost 80 pounds of food on our table. We can feed a lot of people with this, and it make me happy that we dropped these 2 seeds just to try it because you don't know. And we kept knocking squash, and now squash has totally blown our minds in so many ways.
And that's no different than what we have done with gardening, period. Before gardening, we haven't tasted any of it. We didn't even know most of these vegetables actually existed.
Yeah.
And if you only buy stuff from the grocery store, you don't know any of this is this. You have to grow these from seed.
You don't know food until you grow your own.
That's right.
I mean, and we understand everybody cannot grow their own. It is so important to at least support a local farmer. Go to your farmer's market and find some of this delicious food because you don't know food until you grow your own food.
And see, we love Baker's Creek because heirloom.
Yeah.
So these are vegetables that was originally this way. Nobody made it this way. It actually grew this way.
Not played with.
Yep. So
that's what we like. It's amazing, y'all. So check it out. We did get these seeds from Baker Creek. Amazing. They have the most unique seeds. If you're looking for something different and maybe delicious, which you'll find out soon because we're going to cook these. Well, one of these. Well, probably a quarter of one of these real soon so we can try it out. But we're going to bring y'all back and let you know. So definitely stay tuned if you are not subscribed to the channel or following us.
You might want to check us out. We do some different things over here.
We do. We are Black's Tropical Homestead. We do things a whole lot different.
That's right.
When people tell us we can't do something, we show them better than we can tell them.
Like grow something that's 27 pounds that only supposed to get 20 pounds.
20. And we was giving it 5 more. We was saying 25.
One on 24, one on 25, the other one 27, guys.
We killed it.
We rocked it.
We killed it. Way to go, babe.
Good job.
Until next time, y'all, don't let nobody steal your joy.